Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be playing some more 10-minute games on the road to 2000. So the last couple of videos we've not done so well. We've dropped a few points from our peak of 1550. But today we're going to reclaim that. I'm very hopeful. Just had a few warm-up games on Lichess, and yeah, won all three of them. So feeling pretty good. Apologies if the audio isn't as good as before. I'm currently staying at my girlfriend's house. It's in my little headset. I'm going to be back to the premium mic quality very soon. Don't worry. Seems weird. I'm just making sure no tricks. A bit uncomfortable pinning this piece. Okay. Goes back in defense. Maybe I push this pawn just to stop him ever coming back and stop this pawn pushing like that. In these games I was doing well at, I was playing pretty aggressive. So I'm going to try and continue that manner. Let's just get this out. So he wants to trade. What about this? Probably not. I'll pull him back. Just putting a bit of pressure on this diagonal. Seems okay. Maybe just take. I don't want to give him any tempos, you know. Everything as forcing as possible. And now let's hit that square. Yeah, I like this. This is currently defending, but I'm guessing he's going to move his knight. Okay, so he defends it. This now looks good. Looking to jump into this square, which is now weak because it's pawn moving up. Currently defended twice, but in the future, perhaps. If I start storming down the board, I really want to. Let's do it. Could come out and hit me with the knight, but I could drop back. I think this is okay. Looking at pushing these pawns. And if he starts attacking on this side of the board, I could always just tuck my king here and connect my rooks that way. But in these opposite side castling positions, it's often about who. Like, it comes down to like one or two tempos, you know. Let's maybe protect this. And a bit of a pressure point now. Protect this. Okay, so I can jump in here, looking to take some pressure off this square. Or I could just pull back and let him take. If he takes with the pawn, I'm very happy. I think he's going to come take with a knight, though. I think this is alright. So we've lost a pawn and got the open file. So I'm actually pretty happy with this position. So we can play this and this. Push this pawn into the pinned piece. Pinned because this is checkmate. And I'm very happy to do that with tempo. Let's get this out. Hit the queen. All with tempo, guys. Really importantly. I've not even castled. Oh, and it's stopping me playing that. Okay, good move. If I play back here, if I go here, then there's some checks. Nasty business. If I go here, things are looking pretty rosy for me, guys. Threatening this. Okay, not gonna lie, I did not see that check. Dev cannot take it. So I go here. That's fine. Just don't want to move on to a light square because then his bishop will come in. Dark square, then his queen can't actually check me. I can just walk my king over like this. Fine. I've also got this pawn, but obviously the priority is just checkmating this guy. Pause myself. Mute myself while I have a little sip of water. Okay. So he's saying if I push this, he's got two defenders of the square now. What about if I just pin this? That looks super strong. Oh, although there's this check is now in play. I move here, now he has got this check because the bishop covers the queen. Maybe I'm getting in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, bring the knight in, try and help out. Yeah, I don't know. How do I? A bit tricky this. What about? I've got this check. Takes. I take. I quite like that. Can take this. Because if this guy's, then I've got this. Yeah, but he throws in the check. Getting a bit scary. So if here he's got all sorts of nastiness. Got revealed attacks all over the place. If I take this, do I just sack my queen? Check. Let's do this. If I go check, the king can go back here. I was just looking at how to take this rook's vision off this here. I'm not. I think I might be just losing a piece here. He gets that, and I don't get this. So he's up just a pawn. Okay. Got this. How do I get my knight to this square? Like this. Looking at just here and here. Only really got one move, and that's here. It's a bit of a tricky position, guys. I've used a bit of time. Here he just takes and takes the pawn. I like this though. Yeah, I like this a lot. push this pawn. I'll push it here because rook just takes. Okay, let's get the king out of danger slightly. Bring the other rook. Not actually a threat on this piece, I'm bending it all over the place. Get my knight in. Hit this rook. Then here, hitting the rook. This rook comes in. I can take. Takes, I take. I take. Takes back. I think this is good. If I take, then I just lose a pawn. But if I take this rook, sorry, this, then things are looking pretty rosy for me, I think. He moves out of it. Get this move in now, which I really, really like. Threatening this. Then I can maybe pivot back and look at this big fork. I like taking with the pawn, blockading. Get this move. Nice. Check. And now we're completely winning. Let's go win this pawn. Centralize our king. Even put some pressure on this bishop. Don't know if it's necessary. Take this. Okay, check. And that's winning. Not got any way to defend this pawn, I don't think. Oh, actually, you can go bishop here. Maybe I just start pushing. Low on time, so let's just go. Check. Yeah. I think he had to take. He couldn't take the pawn, could he? Checking it's not stalemate, he has got a move. Still got a move. I'm queen. He's got a move. Go here. Okay, a little bit tight at the end there, guys. Yeah, I'm back. Just pause the video there for a second. Having a little break in between games, and I form a bit better. I think in previous videos that's what's cost me. Playing 5-6 games in a row, the quality just starts to slip. Personally, I know you see streamers playing like 12 hours in a row, but can't do it. So I like this. Remove this capture. So this doesn't tend to be strong against the Queen's Gambit. So I normally play this, but you're sort of inviting this. So maybe we just develop our knights first. This is traditional. Let's just see where he puts his pieces. Okay, so now I have a clear place where to put my bishop. Hit his bishop. So if here, 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 here. Seems okay. Well, I could just get another piece out. There's no rush. So I can go like this and castle queenside. Bishop would be here, we'd be able to push again on the knight. I've been playing more aggressive recently, I quite like this. Let's go for it. Knight can come in here, but I'll take it and double his pawns. Yes, his knight comes back. So I can just start pushing, really. But maybe I should get my queen. Yeah, let's try to trade off this bishop. Actually, why don't I just push it? It won't have many squares to go to. Yeah. Here, and I guess the bishop goes here or something. Forcing him to castle this side where he's a little bit weak. Also, my bishop sees right in, so. Okay, so I can come here hitting the queen, defending the square. But what when he just attacks my knight with something like this? And I maybe need to play this anyway, so why don't I just play this? Got this, which looks quite nice. Putting across. This dark square bishop is going to be massive this game. It looks very comfortable on these squares. If I lift my queen, I feel like he's going to try and get in and stop me castling. Let's see where he puts his queen. Sure, it's going in here. Maybe I should have played. No, I couldn't have played that because my knight was hit. Bit tricky. So can I not take this? No, because I can just take it, and then if I take his queen, he takes me, and I'm just down a piece. So, do I castle? This looks a bit scary to actually castle now. He's getting in. Don't want to trade off this bishop. Remove that. I want to be able to move this knight. I'm thinking I might just tuck my king up like this. King here, queen here. Because I don't like the idea of him coming in. Unless I could somehow get my bishop back. Okay, so he wins a pawn out of that. I don't have to take though. Take this way? No, because he takes me. No, I pretty much do have to take, because this comes with a fork on my queen. Now he's double attacking this piece. And he's also double attacking this piece, so I'm in a bit of a mess here, guys. If I take this, he takes this. I think this is my best chance. Then he can just take the queen, and then I move my king, then he takes this. I think at the end of this I get my bishop out. I think he's just going to be up a pawn. Thinking, is there any value in throwing that move in? Not, because I'm getting my take. Okay, so I'm down a pawn. This isn't really what I wanted. But I don't hate my position. Thinking this, hit the rook. Start to develop my king a little bit. Still works. Takes, I take here. Also threatening this. Okay. I think if he takes, it's a win for him because it isolates one of my pawns. So, throw in a check. See why not. And I'd like to come attack this pawn so I can hit the rook. Seems to have a decent position. No checks. Okay, so let's try this. He does have this check here though. It's really annoying. I almost want to play that, but stop this knight coming in, but this covers. Could play rook here, you know. Which rook do I want to bring? I think this one. I like the way his rook is stuck. I might be slightly more active here. But like this. Okay, all the way back. Or here. All the way back. I want to keep this rook's vision on this square. Trying to get this move in. Alright, here we go. This is the moment. Hitting that, hitting this. Threatening the rook at the end of it. Okay, I'm feeling okay now. He defends that. I'm very happy to take this way, though. Not got many squares where he can actually put his rook. Only here, I believe. Ah, but that does allow that check. Okay, but if I take... Hey, the rook's hanging at the end. Take here, and then what? Take the rook. What else has he got? Can he throw in any... Take it. Okay, very nice. We're climbing up the ranks a bit. Maybe play 1 or 2 more games. I'm trying to stay fresh. Let's get a Sicilian on the board. Whoops. I meant to play here. There's no way I'm ever pushing this square now, as intended. So, I guess we go like this. Then a slightly different structure to what I'm used to. Like a reverse Maroczy bind. I know that white can put the pieces like this, here and here, but I've never seen it done with black, really. Let's try and develop naturally. Might just have to play here and create a little bucket, but it's going to have a weak central pawn that I'm going to need to hold. That gives him a great outpost square for his knight, but it's already been created, really. Move here. Okay, so let's get ready to castle. Hit that. He's applying a bit of long-term pressure. I'd actually like him to come in so I can trade this piece off and get rid of this pressure here. Alternatively, I could go like this and get a pawn here which defend this square. But this pawn might be a bit of a weakness. I could jump in. Do this and this. That looks pretty nice. Let's go with that. I do want to close off this diagonal because that is beautiful for this bishop. We do. Play this yet? Don't have enough support. Maybe if we bring this bishop, we can start fighting over this square. I like this maneuver just to try and trade this off and then come back here. Also, I've got to watch out for like sacks. Definitely not working at the minute. I'd like the opportunity. I'd like my knight to be here, so I've always got the opportunity to jump in. So I think I'll recapture with the queen. Okay. Yeah, let me know how you're finding the videos, guys. I've not had much feedback. I've had a couple of comments, which is really, really helpful. I just want a bit of direction to know what I'm doing right and wrong and how I can improve, you know. I want to get in. Could also line up this bishop. Actually, you know what? Let's trade off this. Well, his bishop's lovely. His bishop's better than mine, so in my book, I think we trade it off. We can now play this in. I capture with the bishop. I cannot capture with the bishop though. He just hits my queen. I cannot trade off my light square bishop and leave his on the board. But I wanted to get in here anyway. Let's do this. Also covers this square, which I like. Yeah, it's a centralizing move. Preparing this. Ooh, that's a weird move. I think he's thinking I'm going to sack, yeah. Betting against this sack. Very cautious. I didn't even notice that. Do we try and castle queenside, guys? Do we get really funky and go for a big attack here? This does look good. Been getting some good positions with my attacks recently. Let's go for it. The position's quite closed, so I might get away with this. This looks super strong. Castling's a weird one, guys, because I know they always tell beginners to castle, but it can be really, really strong to just leave your king in the center and just start attacking. But it can go both ways. You know, I've tried it plenty of times and I've won quickly, and I've also tried it where I've been absolutely refuted and lost very quickly as well. So he's adding more protection to this square. If I play here, then the queen comes in. Well, oh, is this okay? It gives up a pawn, but it opens his king up. You know. Yeah, no, this is good. Even though it just pure stacks a pawn. What can he do to this? The only move he's got is this. And that knight would be attacked twice. It would be defended by the pawn, but it doesn't look good for him. Maybe I can bring the rook and... Okay, so I can throw this move in, but that seems to help him because he gets another defender. Opens his rook up. So I guess he's threatening this. Maybe I take and a nuisance I don't want to have to deal with, to be honest. So I'm either thinking like this, let him do this, take, and then here. You know what, I think I just take this off the board. Still got a big attack. Got to defend this now, though. Still think check is bad. I think takes is better. Let's defend this piece first. What have I done, guys? Where's my bishop gone? Then I was not going to trade off my light square bishop. Oh, it's here. It's moved. I forgot about him. Okay, right. He's trying to trade pieces because he's scared. It's understandable. They'll really like him taking. Yeah, so that's the problem. Let's hit the queen. He's probably going to come hit my rook. Okay. Can I castle? I don't think I can. Can't. Okay. Can I close the position? Takes, no. I think I just let him take and take back, so I've got a free move here. I'd like to bring my queen up. I'd like to bring my rook here and push this pawn. I think that's probably the best strategy. Or do I just try and triple up on this file? How many moves would that take? 1, 2, 3, 4. It'd take 4 moves and it'd look extremely dangerous. Or do I go... what's the other plan? I was just thinking of going here and pushing this pawn. No, I think definitely just triple up my rooks. I like the fact his queen can't really get in here to attack just yet. Let's take back. I don't want to be too reckless on this side of the board. If I go here, takes, and here, he comes in. I think I prefer just letting him take and taking back. So that gives us a move. So we want to triple up. Where do we put these? Do we put here or here? I don't think it matters too much, so I'm just going to play here. I wish my king was protecting these pawns a bit. I could take with this. But then he comes here, so I think not. I think I'll just push. Pawn's now getting attacked. Defended, but look at these two passed pawns, long term. That's protected by my queen, so I can come in. Yeah, that pawn move is annoying. This knight's doing a good job of reinforcing, and I've not got much time. So let's bring the king up slightly. Not sure what to do, let's just buy myself some time. Okay, so this pawn's hanging. So let's defend it. Maybe we just try push these pawns instead. A bit unorthodox, but defending with the king, keeping the king nicely behind the pawns. I'd like to actually get pieces traded off now because I think in an end game I'm definitely winning. These two pawns are just going to roll down the board. I'm just worried about getting attacked, that's it. Oh, I've let him have this check. See that? Could refute it with this, but he is losing a pawn. Maybe I try and get the rooks like here. Attack this square instead. This pawn's in the way. Yeah, I like this. Push the pawn, and then get the rooks attacking here instead. I don't have much time, so I'm just going to move. So he might just double up against this backward pawn. Yeah. Okay, so this is looking slightly bad now. Not got any way to really defend this pawn. I sneak this way. Take that and trade queens. Actually don't mind that with a minute on the clock. Got this pawn, you know, I can just invest in that. Come here. Position slightly falling apart now. What? What did I just let him take? It was only a pawn. And now I'm dead. Alright. Yeah. Oh, now I'm losing the bishop. Now I'm gonna get my king and rook forked. Let's push this pawn. And now he can fork me with this. And he's also got this coming back, protecting the square. He can sack his knight. Okay, let's resign. So you played really well. Good game. What are the stats? Yeah. Getting tired. I think I'll have one more game, then we'll call it there. And I've not got any analysis left. Just got a glimpse into my life on my YouTube. Okay, so that stops any sort of, what's it called? Fried liver mischief. Let's just close this off. Right, thinking. I'd like to get this. I'd like to tuck this back, I really like this idea. Tucking there. You actually see a lot of like grandmasters doing this like voluntarily without even being pushed back. So they don't get any tempos on you in the future. And now I like this. Okay, and the plan is like that. So he's threatening to come in here, which is scary, so let's bend that. Okay, so he's rotating. He's going to start putting some pressure on this knight. You know what? Maybe we just attack. Didn't work last game, but it's been working. Let's get ready to castle this side. Although we could just threaten to capture the bishop as well. It forces him to do something. We're also cutting this knight in. Knight's very passive. Let's just trap his bishop. What am I doing? Of course he's got this. Right, losing my head now, guys. Last game. So we come out, but he's hitting this. So maybe we just rotate the knight. Ready to push this pawn now. I want to get this out so I can castle at a moment's notice. Okay, this looks good now. Come out here. Could also do this. Take the open file. Come here. I definitely don't want to take and let him develop his queen and start defending. Just bring the queen up. Knight looks a bit scary jumping in. Threatening that. Blocking the Yeah. Forking the king and rook. Which is annoying. Okay, but this... Ooh, so this would lead to this. Forking the queen and king. I've got to be a bit careful about this. It hits the knight as well, which is nice. Yeah, I like that. That's in this square. You know what he saw? He saw this, forking the king and queen, and he just played it instinctively. I've got this now. Got this, but this covers. But yeah, a lot of forks to watch out for there, guys. How can he attack me? Guess he can do this. I really need to get castled now, guys. It's getting very sketchy. Got this, and I might have to just walk my king back. As soon as I get to here, though, I've got revealed attacks with the knight jumping. Okay, there's no more checks. Here I take. What? Oh my god, that's genius. That's actually really high level. Yeah, I mean, could have tried to calculate that, but when you see a queen, you got to take it, haven't you? Even if I saw that. Okay, so now I've got a super active king, but we're down a piece, and we just block this bishop in, so we need to rotate this bishop out somehow. Wow. That was like a puzzle solving thing. That's pretty common then. Sacrifice your queen and then you get the fork. Just don't really expect it to get done to you in a game. Brutal. Take that then, guys. That was probably a bit foolhardy of me. Leading to this being pinned and other mischief. He can maybe dislodge this pawn or actually if he tries this I'll just take the rook. Pretty complicated, guys. What do I do? Get out of this pin would be a nice start. Then he's got this check here. So therefore I like this. Allowing me to just take this pawn, get out of this pin. I've got to do something a bit wild though. I've got to take some risks in this position. I knew he was going to do that. It's so logical. Let's remove the defender of the knight. Then we've got a pinned piece we can attack. Right. Now. Oof, now we're looking good. Oh god. If I take that, he's got this. Winning the rook, except I can take. But it does look a bit scary for a second. I also like the look of taking this pawn here. Just winning this game with my king. And the longer this game goes on, the more scary my king's going to be for him to deal with. I'd like to have played that back in the bishop. I've got this check, doesn't seem to do much. Sorry, not check. Attack on the rook. Or like just attacking the bishop here. Because maybe in the future we can have some sort of attack on that rook. Maybe we just double up here. Yeah, that just hangs a piece. Design. Not being rude, I just thought it would resign there. Okay. Well, in that case, I guess we double up and try and force a trade and get a queen. Guess we just go take these pawns. Like I say, guys, we're just doing everything with our king this game. I'll just see how many. What's like the KD ratio on this king? He's killed like about 10 points in material so far. We try and kill the rook with the king. If he sees this attack. Hell, he's a bit angry at this point, but guess we got check. Pretty nice, but I guess he comes wins the pawn with it. Can take the pawn, but then I fork him. Let's do this. Quick move. Encourage him to move out of this pin situation. Remove this. Okay, so this guy really doesn't want to resign. But I guess we just ladder him. The knight working with our rooks really nicely here. Making that ladder nice and simple. So I just want to see how many pieces my king actually killed there. He got a rook. He got about 4 pawns. He got a right. So he got a knight. So 3. 8 points of material. 9 points of material. 10, 11, 12. That was it, wasn't it? Okay, so my king killed a queen plus a rook. Or a queen plus a knight. Alright, I think that'll be the title of the video. Hope you enjoyed, guys, and I'll see you next time.